The opportunities for students in the Olathe Public Schools are plentiful thanks to 2-year career and technical programs through the Olathe Advanced Technical Center.
OATC is an opportunity for kids. It is for those kids that love to work with their hands. We usually ask kids how many like to play with Legos when they were younger, and those are the kids that we have here at OATC. They are the creative mind, they like to work with their hands, they're very innovative. They're really looking for something a little more. Some of them will go on to post-secondary, some of them will go straight to the trade, some of them will go to the trade school, so it's a wide variety of kids, but we are really looking for kids that like to work with their hands.
Students have an opportunity to get involved in the 2-year auto technology, auto collision, construction trades, culinary arts, and welding programs. Students attend their program for half the day, their junior and senior years.
Each year, OATC brings in juniors and seniors, so we have welding, we have automotive collision, automotive tech, CNA, and culinary, and then construction trades as well. So they just kind of bring in different kids who want to try new stuff, learn a trade skill, and then they get them ready to go out in the workforce. And it's not just learning the trade skill too. We also practice things called soft skills, so like presenting, talking to others, you know, just being able to carry yourself in a professional manner, and I think that's really important in today's workforce.
I would describe it as getting students ready for life. We are working on obviously the trade skills, but we are really focused on making sure they're ready for their next step, that they have the soft skills, that they have the resume, that they have interview skills, that they're prepared, that they're confident in who they are and what they want. One of our major sayings we always say is, at OATC, we want you to step outside of your comfort zone, because that's the only way you grow.
I think the main thing that students need to have when they come here is an interest and a willingness to learn. And a willingness to learn involves the fact that you're not going to be as successful all the time, that you're going to learn through failure. And automotive is a great experience for that, that students learn that failure is acceptable as long as we learn from it and move forward. And those are the students we're looking for.
Beyond what they're learning in the classroom, students are receiving leadership opportunities through Skills USA and other competitions, bringing state and national recognition and scholarships.
At OATC, all of our students are members of Skills USA, which is a career technical student organization. We fully believe in what this organization has to offer students as well as their staff.
Skills USA, you know, since I started, I'm on my second state officer term this year. And it's just kind of really brought out the best of me, I think. You know, we have state officer meetings almost every single month, so we get together, we talk about professional development and the different ways of planning and stuff like that, getting ready for our state conference later in the spring.
Just as the high schools compete in basketball, football, and the sports areas, as well as fine arts, we compete in the skilled trades. And so our students have an opportunity to compete in welding, to compete in auto collision, in refinishing, in auto tech service, in culinary, which gets them recognition. It allows them to be networking in their area, but it also allows them to possibly qualify for nationals and scholarships in what they compete in.
No matter what the career path, the Olathe Advanced Technical Center provides a unique hands-on learning environment modeled after today's industry. In each program, students gain experience outside the traditional high school setting and have the opportunity to earn nationally recognized certifications in their fields. Auto technology students get a chance to learn all aspects of automotive work, including fixing brakes, suspension, steering, and learning electrical systems.
Students that make a really good fit for us are people that had a curiosity about learning, about problem solving. They want to know how a car works or even how to problem solve anything you want to do in life. It gives you those skills.
Well, right now we have an industry advisory committee that kind of lets us know what is happening within the workforce in our area specifically of transportation. And right now the average age in many of these dealerships of their technicians is over 50 years old. In a few years there's going to be a huge amount of openings. They're all wanting our students, and they're wanting our students because they come out with those soft skills and hard skills, and they know they come out knowing the information they need to get started, to get that entry-level position.
I would definitely not be where I am without OATC. Mostly because of the tech part. I didn't know anything about cars before I got here. But that helped me a lot. The Auto Tech program did.
Auto Collision is a program that teaches students about refinishing a car and bodywork. From rebuilding to finishing touches like pinstriping, students in auto collision are able to learn all of the techniques through hands-on projects.
When we get people that come through, I tell them that our program's split up into two portions. We're split up into the non-structural, which is body work, straightening, body filler, that kind of thing. And then I tell them the other section is refinishing, which is painting, masking, prepping, making the car look pretty. I mean, that's kind of what our program does. Like, Auto Tech will fix the car for you, we'll make it look good.
I think anybody that steps through the door of the shop would be surprised to see how excited the students are about learning. I think a lot of times parents are used to their kid coming home and not being real excited about what they learned that day. But one big thing that every single parent has told me is my students' attitude has completely changed about school. They used to not like it, but now they love it. They come home every single day talking about your program, about what they learned in it, and it's really rewarding.
Learning the proper way to get rid of a dent is like really important, because everyone has a car, and you can help people out, like in my family, because that's what I've been doing. Like everything I learned here, I can put outside.
I love the hands-on experience about it. I really get a lot of time in the paint booth, which I love. I really get a lot of time on the cars that I want to work on. Really picking my projects and being able to pick what I work on is really nice.
And I was really excited because I've always been a car fanatic since day one. And I know I could implement that in my high school. And it just sounded like a great idea because, I'm learning what I love.
Construction Trades is a program for students to learn everything they need to know in the high-demand field of construction, from framing to drywall to electrical, plumbing, and HVAC.
Pretty much from the very beginning of a house being built to the end and all the different stages and who's involved, whether it's from pulling permits and talking to the cities to meeting construction crews who are doing the framing, drywall, and different general contractors all the way up to a finished house and everything in between there. Just the huge labor shortage that we're having, and people are going to want houses, and we got to have people that are willing to build them and know how to build them. So it's just a continuous cycle, and we need these workers to be able to do that kind of stuff, and they can make a lot of money doing it right now.
I've improved greatly in my social skills. I've been able to network with many people and been able to make solid ties with people and get out of sort of a teenage job. We have a lot of people around our age that work in, say, the food industry or retail, like at department stores, working with clothes. And for a person to learn a vocational skill and actually be able to go out and perform it before they get to college is very beneficial.
I think my favorite project right now is putting a three-way light switch together, which is actually what I'm doing for my jobs demonstration for skills. It's basically like wiring together two light switches and then wiring together a candle light. And it's actually, at first it was hard, but now it's actually really easy once you get more practice in it.
Culinary arts provides students with an interest in food with opportunities to learn not only cooking skills, but also food safety, presentation, and restaurant management.
Culinary program is for juniors and seniors. It's a 2-year program where they come in and they basically do a lot more than just learn to cook. Learning to cook's obviously part of it, but they learn everything about the food service industry, things they could do within food service as far as management, serving, cooking, pastry chef, whether you want to do the savory side or the sweet side, and basically every facet of the industry and what they need to know to maybe be successful or to get started in that industry.
Well, at first it was all the equipment when we're touring the kitchen. We have some stuff that even some businesses and jobs would never have on site. So it was just a really awe-inspiring to see all the ovens, all the knives, just everything, the deep fryer, the flat top, the grill. It was just an excellent tour. My favorite type of day are lab days. And on lab days, it's just cooking, but our chef will give us different objectives that we have to complete. Some days he gives us a recipe and he wants us to add our own little twist to it, which we say that recipes are only a guideline. Other days he'll have us come up with the recipe, and we'll have to make that recipe based off of a region or something like that.
Being able to like cook something new every day is really fun, and being able to like show up creativity. Last year, I was super scared to even try to like add something new, but this year I do more food that's like my personality. So people say I'm like really energetic and like bright and all that stuff. So everything I do, there's always like a burst of like yellow or red or like any random color. So everything I do is just like super colorful, and you've like never seen them before. And there's some stuff that you're gonna do that you're just like, I don't know what this is. And then you try it, you're like, okay, that's really good. I'm taking this recipe home. There you go.
Welding is a part of the manufacturing pathway. Student welders work toward AWS certification and learn a variety of types of welding as they complete modules that translate into the real world.
This welding program is rather unique to a lot of high schools because we get to have them for 2 years, 2.5 to 3 hours a day. They end up with the potential for a certification through the American Welding Society. We also have some fabrication equipment, so we're able to build projects. We're not only working on all 4 of the basic processes that you're going to learn in welding, but we get to use them. Right now we're modifying a golf cart for a wheelchair assist. We have a numerically controlled plasma cutter where we can make signs and make different parts for our projects.
For the welding program, I usually tell them, if you like fire and heat and metal, which always catches their attention because, you know, fire, who doesn't like playing with fire? So when kids come and ask, what do? I tell them I play with fire, and there gets them a spark.
Well, at OATC, we all make an effort, and the first day of class, we have students stand up and tell us what school they're from, and then we talk about what they're wearing, what their hair is, color their hair is, whether they have glasses or not, and everyone is different. And I ask them, what is the one thing that you have in common? And they're trying to guess that we're all wearing blue jeans or whatever, and I say, no, you're a welder at OATC. And so we build a group mentality that we are welders, and we work together to produce things. It doesn't matter where we're from or what our name is or anything else. We're a welder, and we produce, and we produce together.
Thanks to the amazing support from the business community, the Olathe Advanced Technical Center provides students with a learning experience unlike any other.
I hope they take away from being at OATC that they were cared about, that people knew who they were, their instructors knew who they were, their principal knows who they are, their counselor knows who they are, and that we were here to help them with anything that they needed, whether it was finding college, finding a job, practice interviewing for a job, that they know that we are always here for them.